Hello, my wonderful, wonderful listeners. Welcome back. Welcome back to another very special episode of the English on the Way podcast. I'm Charles, and it's a real pleasure to be here with you today. You might notice something a little different this time. Yes, it's just me. Rachel isn't here with us today, but please don't worry at all. She'll be back very soon, bringing her wonderful energy and insights as always. Think of this as a little surprise, a new path we're exploring together. We're starting something new here, a kind of mini-series within our beloved English on the Way. In these special episodes, I'll be sharing some more personal stories, some reflections, and perhaps a few gentle lessons, all in our signature calm, clear, and easy-to-understand English. It's like we're sitting down together, just having a quiet chat. And of course, our regular, fantastic episodes with Rachel will continue, so please keep an eye and an ear out for those too. This isn't a replacement, it's an addition, a new flavor for our podcast family. As always, this series, and especially today's episode, is designed with A2 English learners in mind. That means we'll be using simple words, keeping our sentences nice and short, and maintaining that wonderfully calm, slow pace you've come to expect from us. You don't need to rush. You don't need to stress. Just listen. Let the words float to you like soft music, like a gentle breeze on a warm day. You can just close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and simply absorb. So, are you ready? I invite you to find a truly comfy spot, maybe your favorite armchair, perhaps a quiet corner in your home. Grab your preferred warm drink, a cup of tea, a cozy coffee, or maybe just a glass of water. And let's gently go back in time, back to a very specific and very special moment for me, a moment that really shaped my journey with English. You know, looking back, learning English wasn't always the smooth, gentle process that listening to our podcast might suggest. In fact, for a long time, it felt like climbing a very tall, sometimes slippery mountain. There were days of incredible progress, where words just seemed to click into place. And then there were days, many days, where it felt like I was stuck, like I wasn't moving forward at all. Maybe you felt that too. That feeling of frustration when your brain knows what it wants to say, but your mouth just can't quite get the words out right. I remember those early days vividly. I was no longer in school. I was a young adult, living in a new city, far away from my home country, far from the sounds and rhythms of my native language. English was everywhere, on the streets, in the shops, on the television, in the newspapers. It was an exciting but also very intimidating experience. I tried to speak English every single day. I had lessons, I read books, I watched movies. I even tried to sing along to English songs, even if I didn't understand all the lyrics. But there was always this constant companion, nervousness, a little knot in my stomach whenever I had to speak. I was so worried about making mistakes. What if I used the wrong tense? What if my pronunciation was terrible? What if people simply didn't understand me? That little voice in my head, the one we all have, was quite loud back then. It would whisper, "Don't say that, you'll sound silly." Or, "Are you sure that's the right word?" It made even the simplest tasks like asking for directions or ordering food feel like a huge challenge. I felt like I was carrying the weight of every single word I had to say, trying to get it perfectly right. And of course, when you try too hard to be perfect, you often just freeze. This particular moment I want to share happened quite a few years ago now, but it's still so clear in my mind, like it was just last week. I was living in this new city, trying to immerse myself, as they say, in the English language. One evening, after a particularly long day filled with trying to understand complex English documents for a project, I decided I needed a break. I just wanted to be somewhere warm, somewhere quiet, and somewhere that smelled good. So I decided to go to a local cafe. It wasn't a big, busy place. It was small, very cozy, with soft, warm lights hanging from the ceiling, casting a gentle glow. The air was filled with the wonderful, comforting smell of freshly brewed coffee and a hint of warm pastries. There were a few other people there, sitting at small wooden tables, some reading, some quietly chatting. I found a little table by the window. It was raining softly outside, making everything look peaceful and a little blurry. I sat down with a book that I was trying to read in English, a simple novel, but still a challenge. But honestly, I wasn't really reading. I was listening. I was trying to tune my ears to the sounds around me. People were talking in low voices, a quiet murmur. I could hear the gentle clink of ceramic cups, the soft hiss of the espresso machine, and the occasional warm sound of laughter. Everyone seemed so comfortable, so connected, and I felt a little bit outside of it all, a little bit alone. Not in a sad way, but in a way that highlighted my current struggle. I wasn't brave enough to join in their conversations, to risk speaking and potentially making a mistake. I just sat there, wishing I could effortlessly be part of that natural flow of language. After a while, my stomach rumbled a little, and I decided to order something. I picked up the menu. It was written in English, of course. I scanned the list of drinks, my eyes moving slowly, trying to understand every word. I saw a special tea listed, something with ginger and lemon, and it sounded absolutely perfect for the chilly evening. But then the familiar feeling started, the nervousness. How do I ask for this tea correctly? I didn't want to just point, I wanted to ask. My heart started to beat a little faster. Thump, 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 thump. It sounds so silly now, looking back, but at that moment, it felt like a truly enormous challenge. My brain went into overdrive, trying to construct the perfect sentence. Should I say, "May I have?" Or, "Could I please get?" Or just, "I want." Each option felt either too formal or too informal, or just wrong. I practiced the words in my head, whispering them silently to myself. Can I have this tea, please? Then I'd try another version. I would like the ginger lemon tea. It felt incredibly awkward, each attempt a stumbling block. I could feel those little butterflies start to flutter inside my stomach, a common feeling when something important or seemingly important is about to happen. I was so focused on trying to get the words perfect that I almost didn't notice the barista approaching my table. She was a young woman with kind eyes and a truly warm, gentle smile. She walked over, stopped beside my table, and with a soft, clear voice, she asked, "Are you ready to order?" For a split second, my mind went completely blank. Everything I had just practiced, all those carefully constructed sentences, all those different ways to ask for the tea, they just vanished. Poof, gone. My throat felt a little tight. The nervousness, which had been a quiet hum, suddenly became a loud buzzing in my ears. But then something truly different, something truly unexpected happened. Instead of panicking, instead of focusing on the need for perfect grammar or the fear of making a mistake, my brain just focused on one thing: what I wanted to say. The meaning, the simple need to communicate. I took a deep, slow breath. I looked at her kind face, and then the words just came out. They weren't perfect, they weren't polished, but they were my words, and they were honest. I said, "Yes, please. Can I have the mint tea?" Wait, what? The mint tea? I had just been thinking about the ginger lemon tea. My brain had switched completely at the last second. It was a funny mistake, a silly little mix-up, but it was my mistake, and it felt okay. And then the magic happened. She didn't correct me. She didn't look confused. She just smiled, a real, warm, genuine smile. And she said in that same clear, friendly voice, "Of course, coming right up." That was it. 2 simple sentences, my slightly fumbled request and her perfectly understanding reply. But in that moment, something inside me truly, truly shifted. It wasn't a big dramatic event. It wasn't a thunderbolt from the sky. It was a quiet realization. I hadn't used perfect grammar. My accent was probably quite strong, making my English sound distinctly non-native. I had even ordered the wrong tea. But she understood me, and I understood her. It was a connection, a small, simple, yet incredibly strong bridge built with just a few words. I sat there watching her walk away to prepare the tea, and a profound feeling of calm settled over me. The butterflies, which had been doing acrobatics in my stomach just moments before, completely disappeared. The knot in my stomach untangled itself. I realized that learning a language isn't about being perfect. It's not about reciting grammar rules flawlessly. It's about connecting. It's about being understood. It's about making your meaning clear even if the words aren't exactly textbook perfect. It's about taking those small steps, even if they sometimes feel like stumbles. When my tea arrived, the mint tea, not the ginger lemon, which turned out to be quite delicious anyway, I smiled at the barista again, a much more confident and natural smile this time. And I said, "Thank you very much." And this time, those words felt completely natural, completely easy, flowing out without any effort or fear. From that day on, something fundamental changed for me. I started to feel more confident, not just in that cafe, but in all my interactions in English. Don't get me wrong, I still made mistakes. Oh, many mistakes. I mispronounced words, I used the wrong prepositions, I got my tenses mixed up, but I stopped worrying so much about them. That little voice in my head, the one that used to shout with fear, became much quieter. Sometimes it even whispered, "It's okay, just try." I started to embrace the journey, to enjoy the little victories, the moments when someone understood my joke, even if the phrasing was a bit off, the times I could follow a fast conversation, even if I missed a few words, the sheer joy of reading a book and understanding the story without stopping for every single new word. It was no longer about reaching a perfect destination. It was about enjoying the path itself, the flow of communication. So, my dear listeners, for all of you who are on your own English learning journey, or any language learning journey, remember this: every single word you learn, every sentence you try to say, every podcast you listen to, every movie you watch, every conversation you attempt, it's all progress. It's all moving you forward, even if you can't always see it. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are not failures. They are simply steps on your path, teaching you something new. Just keep going, because every small step, every little connection you make takes you closer to your goal. And those moments of connection, when you are truly understood, when your message gets across, are truly special. They are the sound of your own progress. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this personal story today. I hope it resonated with you, perhaps bringing to mind your own similar experiences, your own moments of breakthrough. It's these shared experiences that truly build our community here at English on the Way. We'll have more of these solo episodes coming soon, where I'll share other stories and reflections. And of course, I'm so excited for you to hear our regular conversations with Rachel, who brings such fantastic energy and insights to every episode. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, keep enjoying your English journey. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and every step counts. Before we say goodbye for today, I have a little question for you, something to think about. Can you remember a specific moment, just like my cafe story, when you felt a real, clear sense of progress in your English learning? What was it? What happened? Perhaps it was a simple conversation, understanding a song lyric, or finally reading a short story without a dictionary. Think about it and remember that feeling. It's yours, and it's a testament to your hard work. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of this special episode. Thank you for spending this time with me, for listening, and for being part of the English on the Way community. It's truly a pleasure to connect with you this way. Remember, every step counts. Every word learned is a victory, and your journey is unique and valuable. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep shining. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep those beautiful English words flowing. Goodbye for now.